Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Don't Escape. 4 Days to Survive. This might be one of our very last episodes. It is today that the moon falls. Yeah? This is what we're doing, right? So, we have to figure out, we don't know exactly what we're going to need here. But we're going to have to get, we have the ID badge that I know that we're going to need. We're probably going to need that floppy disk that we found. Yeah. Probably definitely going to need that. Probably won't need the key. I need the kitchen oil. I don't need any of those documents, I don't think. Probably don't need that. ID, gas. You're definitely going to need the gas. You never know what we're going to run into, so we're going to have to hook a rope. Screwdriver, maybe. Brush, probably not. These have kind of come in handy practically throughout the entire thing. I don't really know about our gun and rifle situation. I don't know about the duct tape, but we're going to take that along with us just in case. Yeah. Tools and other items. Yeah. Here we are. We are going to drive out. To the Space Station Mountains. Do we want to investigate the buses? I guess so. It has a Cynro logo on it. They were using this bus to move their people to the launch site. Too bad the driver didn't know how to drive. It looks like they abandoned it and continued on foot. Maybe they left something valuable behind. Well, I mean, yeah. It's a bus entrance. There is a key. Lab 13. Oh. That means I have to go back to the, to that. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and go on without it. It'll be okay. There it is. You mean this? What did you expect? I told you the location of this facility was confidential. Don't look for any bright neon lights or signposts. Yeah, but still. Come on, the whole place is underground. We have to get inside. There might be security measures waiting for us. Great. Got a couple of silos there. Okay, we got a corpse. This man looks like he's been burnt. The corpse looks melted and the sand around it turned to glass shards. There's an access panel up there. Warning, defense system activated. Provide a valid ID card. You have 5 seconds to comply. This doesn't sound good. Okay. I wanted to get up to this access panel and see what's going on over there. But I did have the ID card on me, so I did not die, thankfully. A metal plate is held by screws. One of the parts looks burnt. It says duplexer on it. Okay, I don't know what the metal plate was for, but I picked it up. Alright. Oh, okay, I've got to... Alright, I need to turn that off if I can. Engine with the transmission belt? Large engine surely moves something big, however it's not moving at the moment. With a proper tool, I could remove the transmission belt. We got a fuse box over here, though. Ooh, looks like those wires from the... looks like those wires power the electrical doormat and the elevator. The elevator line is down. I have to find a way to restore the power. Alright. And while I'm at it, I should disable this doormat before someone gets hurt. Definitely. So, we're looking at that right there. Right. Okay, it caused a short circuit. That is not what we're doing. We are definitely... We'll wait to turn this one then, so that we can kind of walk it through. So if we do... Definitely not that. That one might work. No. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Well, finally, what took you so long? Why didn't we just jump over it? Alright, what is this now? Elevator should be working. It is calling itself up. Kind of miss the old Grouch. Yeah, I know. We miss Barry too. Well, okay then. Oh, okay, we have automatic lights. First room that we come into, we do have a switch. Okay, what is that? A trajectory map? Why does it go to the moon? We're not going to the moon, are we? You said we're going to a space station. I never said the space station wasn't on the moon. What? But the moon is going to... You've got to be kidding. Please tell me you are. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the moon going to hit us in less than 12 hours? Why the hell would we want to go there? It's the only way. You have to believe me. I don't know if I have any reasons to believe you. You promised us safety. You promised us an escape. You said you wanted to leave this planet. Those aren't the exact words I used. How can I explain it to you? There is something in that moon base that will help us. Sidereal has a base there. What could possibly help us if we reach the moon an hour before impact? And wasn't their moon base destroyed in the mining accident? It was, but they have another base on the moon. It's called Sidereal Plexus 1. And they should put, how should I put this? How do you think Sidereal has all this technology? Private space shuttles, moon bases, electric doormats, weather drones, heat absorbers, the means to accidentally blow up the whole damn moon? I'm not sure I follow. They're getting that technology from other worlds. Like other planets? No, other Earths. They are in contact with other versions of the Sidereal Plexus. A vast network of connections across the endless universe. Constantly discovering new versions of the world as they go. Our world is merely one page in an enormous library of worlds they have access to. Do you expect me to believe all that? I don't really care if you do. Help me off this planet or get out of the way. Please don't fight. Even if we're going to die, we can be together, right? I don't want to be alone again. You're not going to be alone, my guy. You got an access card. We have a remote controller. In case I have doubts, here's a fact. Frequently asked questions for the layman's. Why is it on the moon? Even weak signals could corrupt our devices. The moon's body shields our facility from Earth's intense radio interference. Is this a one-way trip? Yes. Where will we end up and in what state? A safe world will be selected. You are likely to survive intact. Who was selected for this rescue? Why is X not here? We had limited time and resources, and we could only bring as many people as we gathered since the incident. If you believe someone crucial to the operation is missing, please report it to your supervisor. Why are we only taking one ship? The other ship is a reserve spare vehicle. Don't worry, we have directed our workers to multiple launch pad outposts. Nobody will be left behind as long as they present value to the company. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess that kind of works. What do we got here? So it is locked, probably with that fingerprint reader. We do not have a finger. Oh ho! Wow, there it is. Look at that. I told you it'd be here. It's a spaceship. I'm sure you hadn't doubted me for a second. I admit, this looks impressive. It's like a regular shuttle, but smaller and more fancy. It is promising. Can we go inside? Don't celebrate just yet. There's space for 2 rockets in this silo. See? One launch pad is empty. So they took one shuttle and left the other one behind. Why? Maybe one was sufficient. Remember, they weren't trying to save as many people as possible. They were just saving who they thought was worth saving. Or the other one was broken. Anyway, a bit of time has passed. The ship requires a general inspection before it's even remotely safe to use. Alright, we did pick up a... Oh, I didn't realize I picked up a... It has batteries inside. Good thing they are secured with a screw, otherwise someone would take them. Might as well grab the batteries. I didn't realize that I had a battery there. We have an access key card. Can I use this here? Access granted. Well, let's go down. There is a control room. We got a couple of things here, huh? Diagnostic system is a mainframe computer. There's a part at the bottom that seems to be open. Alright. A part came loose. I'll take it. I hope it wasn't important. What did I get? Oh, it's that duplexer that I can use at the very top. Alright. Let's look at the diagnostic screen. Alright, silo hatch is closed, hull integrity check failed, air compression missing, fuel mixture selected, fuel catalyst present, air supply lowered, consider using air-saving pills. Warning, diagnostic system is damaged, please perform a manual on-board inspection to complete the diagnostic. So we need air. Alright, so that's what we need. So can I... Critical hatch, do you want to open that silo's hatch? Operation complete. Alright. An air composition control. So this is what I need. Adjustment of the air composition might be required. Okay, so there is that. That should be good, right? We're all fair. Or do I need, like, more? I don't think it could be done any better than this. Oh, okay. Well, I'm done. I'm superb now. Hull integrity check failed. So I need air supply saving pills. Okay, so it looks to be all that we can really do here. Alright. Let's go back up. Because we are still missing some things that we need to do now, right? Since we opened this, do not need to take that belt with us, right? But now we do have the duplexer though as well that we can now put on this thing up here. All right, now we have that taken care of. Should give us a something that we can do in the control room. Yeah, radar screen. What the? An airplane? An actual flying airplane? Wait a second. Okay, why? Hush. See any difference? No. Should I? Yes, if it was flying, you'd see it move. It's not airborne. On that radar, we're supposed to be detecting things up in the sky. Yes, it also detects active transponders, beacons installed in aircrafts. So we're looking at a possible location of an airplane on the ground. Yes, somebody didn't disable their transponder, which might indicate a crash. Give me your map. I'll estimate the position based on the radar's readings. Okay. Alright, so we've got that now. That should be good. Okay. We're going to head on down. So we have the fuel stuff. The fuel's already really good to go. We have a socket here. High voltage socket for specialized equipment. Broken elevator engine without a transmission belt. Oh, okay, well we got one. So now can we use it? Proper tool? Okay, well I don't need to. Okay, and now I can probably go inside. So how does it look? You tell me, I don't know much about spaceships. I always imagined it would be more horizontal. It can be confusing, but the ship will rotate to the horizontal position after we launch. Still, it kind of looks like some sort of space bus with all these seats. Its purpose was to drive people to and from the moon. It kind of is a space bus. Anyway, look around for any systems that seem to be missing. How will I know if a system is missing if it's not there? Come on, David, you're smart. It's not rocket science. Well, actually, it kind of is. Alright, so what do we got? A filter slot? A lithium hydroxide filter is missing. All slots are filled with chips. All lights are green. Everything seems to be fine here. We're going to go all the way down here. Toolbox. I found a glue gun in the toolbox. It seems to be out of power. Nothing interesting left. Oh, well, but we have batteries. The glue gun now has working batteries. They won't last for too long, for too many uses, though. All right. What do we got? A device labeled Engine Collaborator displays engine status. Everything seems to be fine here. Large round slots labeled auxiliary air tanks are empty, so we definitely need air tanks. Oh, a crack in the wall. This can't be good, right? How big is it? I don't know, like palm-sized? No idea how deep it runs. Maybe it's just on the surface? If it's any deeper, we might be in trouble. Best case scenario, we will lose oxygen. And the worst case scenario, we explode during the ascent. Oh, well, can I use... Great, but I need something to create an airtight seal over this crack. Okay, so I need the glue gun first. Okay, gluing the crack in the spaceship's hull is totally going to help. I thought it would. Yeah, I really did. Okay. Alright, so there may be something that we're missing then. We need something to put there. I've made some calculations. We barely have enough fuel to get to our destination. We have to limit our weight. And you seem to be carrying a lot of stuff with you. I like picking things up. You never know when you're going to need a water sprayer. Well, now you have to say goodbye to your belongings. Taking only things that weigh, say, 1 kilogram in total. 1 kilogram. Fine. Alright, so we know that I can't take stuff with me, but there's still stuff to do. Alright, but we need to probably go back to the big corporation area, because we need this guy's hand, I think. We need something. Yeah, there's a handprint over there. Glue gun melts the glue into a module of glue we put on some of the window, and now I just need to wait a moment for it to dry. It's run out of power. I guess remote control batteries won't last too long. Okay. Glue slide form plastic mold needs something to separate it from the glass without damaging the imprint. Alright. I used the screwdriver and got it. We are now going to go ahead and head up to the crash plane. That must have been a tough landing. Believe me, I've seen worse. I don't doubt that. The plane seems to be mostly intact, so it's a good landing in my book. Did it belong to the Sidereal fleet? Most likely. And whatever it was carrying might still be on board. Come on. I like the spaceship better. Can we go back to the spaceship? Later, okay? I'm running out of room here, my guys. Just in case. No, I don't want to dig with my bare hands. There's a lot of sand. The whole nose of the plane is buried. Right? Should still have, yeah. Like, that's a little bit better. Got a couple of these different. I'll be able to open it with my bare hands. I don't want to open anything that I don't really need. Let's see if we can find a manifest. We know we need like something for air. Right? What was in here? Okay, this person's dead. It would seem so, kid. Let's see if we had something that might be useful to us. Okay, well, we have the transponder. That thing flashed for long anyway. Okay, what do you have? Do you have maybe... Wait, what if he comes back to life and bites you? Cody, relax. David is professional. He has searched like a dozen corpses. Ah, what? What happened? Did it just move? Cody, want to wait outside, Cody? No, I want to see that. Just a piece of paper. Cargo manifest. Let's take a look. Alright, so we need wires assorted, nuts and bolts, gaskets, various sized navigation chips, air tanks. So we need 5. We need air tanks. Right? One, 2, 3, 4, 2, 7. So 5 is over here. Let's see what's inside. Air tanks. Not many of them, but they seem large and quite heavy. I have 2 of them, which is good. Alright. So we are definitely good here. Though I need to climb over here, from what I see, for those. Because we still have something here that we need to grab, right? Because we can use the gloves to climb up this thing here. And then probably use this on here. Because we definitely need the welding thing. Now that's what we use to weld the the inside of the spaceship is what we need. How did the moon explode? We don't know, kid. Alright, we are... Hold on. Maybe I have enough gas to get to the... Yeah. let's go to the east wing because we do have the open door at 13 now, right? Because we have the key. Poor Barry. I wish we could get like a flower or something for him. Alright, so we've definitely got something here. We got a note. I've made the calculations again. The instability ratio is too high. It can't work. We have to stop the operation. We have to stop it or consequences will be catastrophic. We got a piece of paper over here. This is a list of patients. Yes, sleeper clinic patients. Each has another name assigned in a visitor column. I recognize those. Those are sidewall plexus officials. Why do they match coma patients with visitors? Kate? Oh, I regret ever working for them. I had no idea. No idea about what? I'll tell you later. We have to focus on other things now. All right. Well, we got some vials here. Looks like we got a couple more over here. All right. Okay, well, we don't have anything specifically here. We don't have... But I did pick up some vials, so I might as well put them in there. Okay, that doesn't really make any sense. Okay. I know I got... I don't know if... I have anything that's telling me what I need there. Alright, well, first off, let's... I have Kate now. Maybe Kate can help me push this over. I guess not. Well, that doesn't really help me any. Alright, so that doesn't really help me at all. Alright, I'm gonna have to look this up. Because I don't have any... I don't have really any indication of what I need to mix these, so I may have missed something somewhere, because I don't know what any of this means. Right. Probably I need the blue ones. I think I need like that and that. I'm like totally gonna screw up here. I know I am. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and save that because I don't know if this is what I need to do or not. But we're gonna deal with it, right? Put some powder into pill casings. Well, okay then. You seem to be very happy with yourself. What did you do? I think those pills will increase lung efficiency. You think? Are you really going to digest an unknown, probably untested chemical? Not just me. You should do it too. Alright, don't forget to share those pills then. Alright, well, we did that. I don't remember seeing anything that was supposed to tell me how to figure that out. But it is what it is, so we're here to beat the game, kids, and have a good time. Oh, I'm not going to have any fuel. Hold on. There we go. Fueled up the car. Alright, so we've got a couple of things that we can now use. We have a fingerprint here for this fingerprint scanner. Weird device. There's 2 weird devices. I don't know specifically what these weird devices are for. We're going to pick them up anyway. Oh, that's a filter. And a calibrator. All right. All right, now that we have some things that we can actually go in here and I've got the welding kit, which should allow me to fix okay, well that's not going to help me any. So let's put you in there first. Calibrator. Oh, there's a socket. Where's the air filter? Is it up here? Yeah, it's over here. That's good. See that the socket is there, right? So we've got that. We do have the metal plate. Okay, a metal plate ladled to the wall, which is good. We don't need that. Okay, so I think we might be done. Let me just, I guess, drop everything. Okay, it's not going to let me drop it unless I'm down here. Because we can only take a limited amount with us, right? So we can drop a little bit of that. Calibrator was already installed, so we didn't need that. Definitely going to have to drop the hammer and the wrench and the shovel. Goodbye, all my glorious tools. Alright, I have enough weight now, right? Okay, so we need to share the pills. Here, take this. What's that? Medicine. I'm not feeling sick. I know, but this will help you breathe in the spaceship. Will I be able to breathe in space? No, not really. Just keep this pill and swallow it right before we launch, okay? Hey, so before I forget, here, take one right before we lift off. Huh, what? Take one before we lift off. You sound like a drug dealer using some weird slang. keeping some of the access cards and the key cards just in case. I don't really need the manifest anymore. Floppy disks, because you never know what you're going to need. Alright, so that should be it. And I think we're good to go. Ready when you are. Gonna equip the pill. The world was ending. The moon cracked into pieces, was moving rapidly towards the planet, both celestial bodies pulling each other apart. All systems green? Well, some systems were green. You didn't have time to check every last nut or seal like people did before launching rockets in the old days. Kate looked at you with her headset on. Engine is ready. Initiating launch procedure. Overriding safety protocols. Manual controls engaged. The hatch is open, leaving you a clear way towards the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, buckle up. It's going to be one hell of a ride. 1-0. The acceleration of the force pushed you hard into your seat, squeezing all the air from your lungs. The rocket began its ascent. You look back to see Cody in his seat. The kid had been through a lot, yet he was lucky enough to end up with you on this rocket. The seat next to him was empty. At least you've kept the kid safe like the big old man wanted. The ship climbed through the sky fast and without much trouble. Sarge and his men were standing on top of a hill and traveled far west since you had last seen him. The whole squad raised their hands and gazed in the sky, tracing the bright light of your rocket. Look at that, smirked Sarge, slowly shaking his head. That kid actually did it. Good luck with whatever you find there, he added, before he turned away. The whole squad decided to open their last bottle of whiskey and drink it as the world around them started falling apart. While the vessel was smoothly gaining altitude, you grew worried about life support. Because the default setting had been corrupted, you were forced to create the air composition yourself. The composition was perfect. The air reserve sustained you for a long time. You inserted a fresh lithium hydroxide filter into the ship's ventilation. It absorbed the carbon dioxide in the air, making it more breathable. You installed reserve air tanks in the shuttle. When the regular air ran low, the reserves kicked in, providing you with more life-saving oxygen. Good thing you noticed and fixed that crack in the ship's hull. Your repair saved a lot of air from leaking out. You prepared some pills to temporarily enhance lung efficiency. You took one and it reduced the amount of air used during the flight. Kate took one pill and as a result she used less air during the flight. Cody took a pill and reduced the amount of air he used during the flight. Alright. You made it to orbit, and from there it was surprisingly a short way to the moon. Kate flew the ship towards the lunar base. And here we are. The Broken Moon. Well, there goes our landing. But we're near the base. You know what they say, any landing that you can walk away from is a good landing. Alright, are you okay? Kate, are you alright? That wasn't one of my best landings. I've never seen you do any better. It could be worse though, couldn't it? In my defense, it was my first time landing on the moon. Cody, you okay? I don't know. Can you stand? I think. What's that sound? Are we going to die? We're losing air, David. Now is the time to use the spacesuits. Alright, we got some spacesuits here. We all have spacesuits. And now we can walk out. Initiating decompression procedure. Okay. Let's go. Have our moon base. Come on, you can run faster on the moon than that. Okay. An airlock manual override mechanism. Okay, so we have to move this around, it looks like. Well, that worked. That was pretty simple. Alright, I think it's safe to remove the suits. Great, because I'm almost out of oxygen. Okay, so what now? Let's look around. Alright, so we have a passage on either side. And we're practically doing some pretty bad stuff here. Let's go left. Left is sometimes always right. What are those? Kate? Sleeper pods. Why are people here? You said they all left. You said they went to a different dimension or something. They did. This is what they left behind. Kate, you said they escaped. They did, David. Check out their neural activity monitors. They are flat because their bodies are here sleeping, but their minds left this place. They traveled through the realm of dreams and already woke up in safety months ago. Pods just sustain their empty bodies here. Not that it's required, but if there, for any reason, anyone wanted to get back, they still can, at least for now. Wait, I've got some questions. So what do you think of this place? It's bigger than I imagined. Really? It doesn't look that huge. Look around, David. Most of this is impossible with current technology. Hell, I doubt it's even possible with whatever technology would be available for 50 years from now. So what does that mean exactly? It means Sidereal Plexus likes to borrow technology from other places. So it's some sort of hibernation? Yes. So the body doesn't die while the consciousness is elsewhere. What happens if the body dies? In any normal circumstance, your mind would die too. But Sidereal has discovered something. I don't know what it is exactly, but they can completely separate the mind from the body. So when the moon hits Earth and everything here blows up, it won't matter to them. Realm of Dreams, a poetic name but quite graphic. Sidereal has discovered that the human mind is capable of accessing this place. A vast network connecting every mind as it later turned out. It reached far beyond every mind in the world. It can connect minds across universes. Why do the sleeper pods have to be on the moon? Why even bother flying here if all they do is put you in a pod? Their pods are extremely susceptible to any interference, especially radio waves. Humanity used to produce a giant mess of electromagnetic waves of various frequencies. Radio, broadcasts, TV communications, I can go on and on. Sidereal found it next to impossible to come up with a location desolate enough for their sleeper pods to work as intended. Faraday cage shielding was particularly effective, but it was apparently causing some side effects. Early experiments led to some awful failures. They finally came up with the idea that the only thing that would shield the sleeper pods well enough would be the moon. Alright, what about moon-Earth communication? What about radio waves from space? Don't they interrupt sleeper pods? Sidereal's own communication devices work on frequencies outside the harmful spectrum. Space radiation, damn it, David, I don't know. They must have found a way around it. I'm not a physicist. Well, so that's our way out. We get into those pods and we dream our way out of here. Wake up somewhere safe. I'm not sure how I feel about that idea. But then again, what do we have to lose? There is a black card here. Okay. Floppy drive A, no disk. Floppy drive B, no disk. Control system locked. I do have a floppy drive. But I don't know exactly what that is yet. So let's go to the right. We do have a card reader, so we do have the access card. Hold on, it's got a Stevens Center, so I guess black would work here. Access granted. What do we got? Base control, computer. The console lets you gain access to the sleeper pods. Once you have it, you'll be able to open and use any of the unoccupied pods. Okay. Well, let's activate them. Access granted. Sleeper pod control unlocked. I guess that's it. Everything is just destroying itself outside of the moon. Okay, so I do have this. I think getting into the pods won't help me without this. Alright, floppy drive A, control system active, running diagnostics, sleeping pods active, occupied pods 52 of 64, phase controller corrupted, unable to select destination, enabling emergency mode, mode enabled, sidereal plexus takes no responsibility for memory loss and her personality merge. Oh no, no, check that again, maybe it was just a glitch. It still says phase controller corrupted. It has already happened, it keeps happening. Kate, you're not making any sense. Kate? Yeah? What's the phase controller? It's a system designed to transmit human consciousness to a selected target. Target, a human in another world? Yes, usually. And otherwise a brain-dead clone they've prepared especially for this purpose. Or a patient in a coma in the worlds like ours, where cloning has not been developed yet. This is how they used to navigate between worlds. Go to sleep here, target a sleeping vessel in another world, and wake up there. I'm not sure if this is more terrifying or more unbelievable. If that controller is disabled, we can't select a target body or world. So what's the emergency merge mode? When the primary phase controller is disabled, the backup system kicks in. It targets a random world and a random sleeping person. Without their consent? Yes. However, for some reason, when this happens, you almost always end up in your own body, but in a different world. Where will we go? Well, without the phase controller, two things can happen. We can end up in limbo in the dream world without bodies to return to, or we can wake up in our own bodies in a different world, a different version of our world. Like one where all this never happened, a world where there was no lunar explosion in 1996. Hopefully. Yes, hopefully. What do you mean it has already happened? I'm not sure. The dreams we both had, warning you about incoming threats, showing me where the sidereal office building was, those might have been our own memories from our past lives. That would mean I've been through this. We all have. The computer says something about memory loss. Yeah, when your mind ends up in your own body in a different world, this is what happens. You merge your current memories, become distant, like a dream that you've forgotten. It doesn't sound like we're going to make it in one piece after all. So, because there are different days in this and different ways the game can be played, it's like all these universes are kind of connected in a different way, and the moon just destroys itself in that regard, so you can keep playing over and over and over and over and over again, right? It's better than dying completely, I guess. Okay? And then we've got a paradox. But if my past me warned me about the incoming events, who warned him? Another me? Who warned that other me? When did it all begin? As far as I know, the number of worlds might be infinite. It's better to not think about it. Alright, we have no other choice, David. We've got to use those pods, whether they're fully operational or not. Can't we fix the damaged systems? Even if we knew how, it would probably take days. We definitely don't have that much time. Let's do this. Quick, this whole place is falling apart. I've inserted the phase control light disk into the drive B. The computer reads it. This program will not replace the phase controller, however, it will increase your memory transfer rate in emergency mode. Unable to select destination, enabling emergency mode. Sidereal plexus takes no responsibility for memory loss. Okay, light active. I hope this is going to make things better. I think I should ask others if they want to go first. Let's get Cody in first. Hey there. Cody. It's time. I don't want to sleep. I know, but we all have to. I won't be able to sleep now that I'm too scared. This machine will help you. Come on, don't be scared. What will happen? Where will we go? I don't know, but it's going to be all right. Good night, Cody. Good night, Kate. David, I don't want to be alone again. You won't be. Wherever you wake up, I will find you. Promise? Promise. Yeah. I've inserted the special disc into the console. What disc? A disc I found in the side row Plexus office. The computer says it will increase the memory transfer or something like that. Do you think it's going to help? Yeah, I guess so. Even a single helper program like this could make a huge difference. If our memories are transferred intact, or at least at a greater, more consistent rate, this could be huge, David. This might actually save us. Time to sleep, right? Or should I go first? It's okay. Remember to turn off the lights. And promise, you won't do anything stupid. Have I ever done anything stupid? You're funny. Alright, David, so here we are at the end of the road. Or is it the beginning? I wouldn't have made it here if it wasn't for you. Are you getting emotional now? I think I've spent too much time with you. Where do you hope to wake up? In a bed, in a world where they have a moon and lattes. I hope that's what happens. Me too. Bye, David. Till we meet again. Just don't point your gun at me when we do, okay? Can't promise that. Alright, you want to hit the... Yes. What the... Alright, so we do know that something happened to the power, so I gotta come over to the control screen. The world is ending. There are some unnecessary systems such as communication radio standard. There's... Yes. Rerouting power reserve. Main power restored. Oh, that is... We gotta run because the base is cracking up. Come on, you can hurry over to your pod. It's not... Okay, I was about to say it's not closing in time. Now, what do we see here? Oh, what a nightmare. It all felt so real. Yeah, we're back here. I feel there was something more in that dream. Something said and important. Why do I feel like this already happened? Yet something is different. I'm going to find out what. Well, all right. So that is one ending. There is a true ending. That I can probably play through to show some of the different things that need to be done. Because you actually can, you have to play it again to save Barry from what I'm seeing. And then you get both floppy disks, and you can use both of those at the very end. So what I might do is I might play through the game without making a video and make like kind of like a short little video to kind of cap it off in the end. Maybe a little bit down the line. Just, you know, because it shouldn't take me too long to do that. Plus I can probably watch something on the side. But that was 4 days to Don't Escape, 4 days to Survive. And that was the 4th day. Got 2 different Lukashas there. Pretty good game. I liked it. We're going to play some of his other games as well. Script Welders has another set of games that came with the bundle that I bought this one in. And I'm definitely going to play those as well. Those look really cool. But until then, guys, hopefully you liked the series so far. New game, The Awakening. That's probably what I'll do, and I'll probably watch some anime while I'm doing it till I get to a part that is different. Yeah. Be kind to each other out there, and I'll see you in the next one.